يا من عصيت الله يوما غافلا أنسيت أن الله قد أعطاك نعم عليك كثيرة.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. The ninth reason why we should avoid judging others is also very importantly linked to us, because when you judge others, you are putting yourself, or what seems to be, making yourself appear as if you are higher or superior than the one you are being judged. Because even today when you look at things like the courts and things like that, the judge is given a superior standing. When he enters the court, all rise, everybody has to rise for the judge is seated on a higher place, and so on. Not for that individual per se, but more about the position that he holds. So he holds the position of judging for the court or for the country that he represented. So your standing up, etc., is to give him the respect for the position that he holds. And so automatically, if you can make that analogy, that a person who judges feels or thinks that they are higher, they're in a higher position, they are superior, and that is obviously a big disaster, because the points that we mentioned before all tell us that you, as the one who is making the judgment, you don't know about the person who's being judged. You don't know what's in their heart, you don't know their intention, you don't know about their reality, you don't know their end result. So you are making judgments and placing yourself in a position which in fact is totally, or could be totally, wrong, because you don't know where your station is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you don't know where their station is with Allah. And by making yourself feel, or you think that you are superior, that is a dangerous place to put yourself in, because arrogance and pride, known as kibr in Arabic, is a dangerous act. It's a dangerous reality. And that's why even the Prophet ﷺ said, لا يدخل الجنة من كان في قلبه مثقال ذرة من كبر. You don't have a small amount, even if it's as small as an ant's egg of kibr, you will not enter al-Jannah. So it's a big dangerous thing to have. And that's why a lot of the teachings of Islam, a lot of the practices, even some of the rituals things, is to invite you to humble yourself. And humbling yourself means that you know where you are. And you are, end of the day, one of the creation of Allah, you're a slave of Allah. And there is that interaction. And that's why once a woman passed by, a woman who was trying to mock the Prophet ﷺ. She passed by him and she saw him sitting on the ground, eating his food and sitting with his leg raised up, towards, which is like a sort of a joint together sitting, sitting which is coming together close. And she said to him, "Look at him." She was saying, "Oh, look at him. He, is claiming that he is a prophet and a messenger, and he is sitting like a slave, and he's eating like a slave." If she in her assumption, which is wrong, and her arrogance as well, thinking that if he is a messenger and he's a prophet, why is he sitting on the ground and eating? And then the Prophet ﷺ commented, he said, "Ajal, correct, yes, I eat like a slave and I sit like a slave, because I am a slave, and I'm a slave to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala." So that is the meaning behind all of this. You know your position, you know where you are, and when you are a slave to Allah and you know your status in front of Allah, that will lead you to deal with others in a more humble way, and not to think that you are better or superior, which end of the day is dangerous for you in this life and the next. Assalamu alaikum.